Just tap the screen, like the live, and share it out with your friends, family, and to ring in the new year for next week. How you doing, Kiki? Oh, I've been busy and behind the scenes. It's all good. Lava cake. Hey, real quick, I got a couple screenshots from your videos. If I meant to reach out to you before I went live, can I use them? Pretty please, with respects. Okay, thank you, dear or sir. Oh, it's been a busy few days, folks. A lot of newbies coming out. Oh, I like that. Camping Girl. It's a good name, good strong name. My Christmas was uneventful and very quiet. I sat back and watched a lot of runny diarrhea go running down the hill. Um, but other than that, it's been very interesting. Yes. Merry Christmas to all. And to all who had a very good Christmas and was blessed. I like that one. Pineapple upside down cake. That's another good one. Oh, I am not. Oh, I'm sure you've not been doing so well. I hope you get better. Please get well for us all. Yes, I have a little bit of Maggie news. There are things that Maggie has done that, yeah, we'll get into that. Oh, you rest. That's all I ask. You rest and get well. Hi, Care Bear. How you doing? Tap the screen, like the live. That's all I ask. I do not want gifts. Hi, Lazy Days. Oh, I've seen you around, Lazy Days. You've been a very busy person. And I've seen quite a few people that have been popping into some scammers' lives. Yes, it's been a very busy few days. Oh, you're getting Tapper. Thank you, Jody. Um, so yes, there are some new ones, and then there's some old ones that are back that are new. How you doing? Welcome into live, everyone. Tap the screen. That's all I ask. So today was, well, I'm calling you out for good reasons. For good reasons, because you've been doing really good on staying on top of some of these scammers. Bye, Bugs. How you doing? Yes, Becca. Pookie's back. She just needs some crapper paper. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, Sandra. Nothing wrong with that. And as long as you, hey, Marla, how you doing? Welcome in. Been loving your videos. Yes, she has gotten bad. Oh, I know Maggie's been busy, but I'll be busy. Yeah, I'll be busy too soon enough. Making some more additional phone calls. Oh, you need to borrow my low voice. Ah. Well, it's been busy. Oh, yeah, Susan, we're gonna get into J. Paul here soon. No, you're not. Stop it. So, I was in somebody's live today that this one, Selena. I was in her live today, sitting back watching her. I was respectful. Uh-oh. Sorry that she blocked you. Margaret has a tendency to do that. So Selena went live today. She is new somewhat. She, not begging. I know you don't beg, brown eyed. Uh, she was live today, but she was, hi T Rex, welcome into live. She was live today, and I got into her live, I guess, purely by mistake. Oh, oh. She has a tendency to have a mouth. And some of the pictures are redacted because, of course, minors. So sorry if there's black boxes. But she was live today and she was asking, of all things, for money for food. Hi, Kenzie. Welcome to live. She was asking for help for food. Okay. Well, that's not a problem, but the problem is, and sorry for the background noise, that's the heater unit. If you take a look in the bio, no, you're not late. We just got started, Disturbed. If you look in the bio, you'll see something that's in there. And the problem with that is that when you tap on that, it literally gives the person's full name and gives their location, which I am not going to put on here. Not smart move, in my opinion. Plus, she puts her full name up above, which is not smart for privacy reasons. However, she wanted food. No, there's quite a few of them that are randomly. She needed food resources. So, you know how good I am on doing resources. Let's see. So, of course, in her location, I found this. And I found this within less than 10 seconds of being in her live. Okay? St. Mary's Food Bank, located in her area. Okay? What I thought was even more interesting was, gee, what does that say? Hi, Lisa Marie. Welcome to the live. What does that say? I think it says get emergency food boxes delivered to your door in those specific areas. I offered her the resources and the possibility of resources. Oh no, you're right, Karma. She wasn't too happy. And then people turn around and people don't turn around. Well, I know they don't get the essentials. It's food nonetheless. That's all I'm saying. But that's the reason why it's emergency food. She only had beans and water. That was it, according to her. She has a significant other. She has a child that is autistic. You see where this is going, right? You know, the essentials, I think, would get to her knowing that it is, she has an autistic child. Hi, Denise. How you doing? And yet, she didn't want that. That's fine. And you know what? Food is food. Green beans, pizza, which is far more than what she had. But nonetheless, she didn't want that. She only wanted money. Straight out, flat out money. She didn't want any resources. And I'll show you a screenshot of her in the live. There you go. People were even offering food banks will deliver a food order. Gee, I wonder who that is. You see where I stated that in her live? I won't do Walmart orders. Sorry. No, and people were offering her true assistance and true help, but she didn't want it. And then she turned nasty and mean and rude and ignorant when people were trying to offer her true help. She didn't want that. Right here in this scene right here, as soon as this screenshot for receipts were shown, she ended her live. I'd say she's in her maybe 30s, and according to her, she is pregnant again. Hence the reason why the Amazon link is in her page. You'll see it. But she became verbally ignorant, not very nice, and then she discontinued her live. And yet, all I was trying to do was being sincere. And there was quite a few people in there, one of which even addressed me and stated that she doesn't want resources, she only wants money. How you doing, Laurie? Hi, Tina. How you doing? So, you know, the offer was there. She didn't want it. She became nasty and derogatory to individuals. Didn't care. Hold on. I'll put her page up. This is her, Selena. And all she wanted was money. That's it. Yeah. Well, Karma, I don't know if it's a beer gut, but according to her, she is pregnant. How you doing, Fiona? Welcome to the live, dear. According to her, she's pregnant, henceforth the reason for the baby registry up top. She has a man, but you see where that's going. I guess according to her, he doesn't make enough. He likes to use it for other recreational activities. Oh, has he? Oh. Carl can be on overtime all he wants. Okay. Look, you know, it is what it is. Yes. Yes. Recreational, as Devin would say. Yes. That's her significant other. Apparently doesn't bring in enough money. But hey, you know what? You know who does have a full time job, and I've been watching? And I know you all seen her. How about this lady? How you doing, Mama? You all seen this lady? She's a real treat. I got her dumped on my lap yesterday. Oh, I know she's new, but she certainly doesn't have a problem begging for. Now, this is an interesting situation. She is, yeah, she is begging for gifts, which you know I don't ever do. However, she's doing it so that she could turn around and apparently get her oil change, her tires checked, and gas in her car to travel 5 hours away to, I guess, apparently her best friend's house. And yet she has a full-time job. Make that make sense to me. How you doing, Mama G? Welcome in. Make that make sense to me. I know it's not hard, Karma. I know. Oh, did you, Smokey? Yeah. Did you watch her at all? Asking constantly for grifting for gifts would be the best way to put it. Hey, Mikey, how you doing? Yeah, and yet, you know, the thing about it is, and hold on, let me show you a picture of her in her active zone. This was this evening, earlier this evening, and she's begging. How you doing, Kelly? She's begging for other people to turn around and get other high gifters in her life to gift her. Make that make sense to me. She throws up the fake tears too, by the way. She throws up the fake tears and says that she has to get out of there and this and that, and yet she has a full-time job, and yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, I would almost all but agree with that, Mikey. She's like a clone of Hippie Harley, if you ask my opinion. But if you're going to come on here and grift for gifts, at least do some kind of content instead of sitting there. You know who she reminds me of? She reminds me of that lady that supposedly lives in Dubai. No, you didn't miss much, Emmett. Not yet, at least. She reminds me of the woman that lives over in Dubai. Yes, or a child of God. Correct. But look, you got a full-time job. Where's your paycheck going to? What are you utilizing it for? Make that make sense. But yet you're coming on here begging for gifts, big gifts too, and she ain't getting the big gifts. This was yesterday's screenshots. I'd certainly like to lay in bed and grift for gifts. Yes. And that is starting to get a little out of hand, Lisa Marie. I agree. There comes to a point where, you could box battle for the gifts and things like that. But then when you turn around and step over the line and start demanding other people to turn around and give you gifts just for the shits and giggles, come on. Seriously? Yeah, I agree, Bridget. It's greed is what it's coming down to. And that's a sad part of this whole app. Yep. Yep. Spicy lady. That's exactly what that lady over in Dubai did. And yet she's not getting the amount of people in her live. The most that I probably have seen was maybe 60, 70 people, and that's it. I'll throw her profile up here real quick. Sorry about that. There you go. This is Sasha. Yeah, Hot Mesh, I agree. And I've noticed that a lot of people are starting to catch on the ins and outs. But here's the thing, and I've seen it. Yes, Grace, please DM me. I will do my best to get you any kind of resource that you need, or the help that you need, or multiple amounts of help. I will do my best. But what I've been seeing is everybody has, I think, started realizing that TikTok is going to be going away come January 19th. In my honest opinion, I think it is going to go bye-bye. Once it goes bye-bye, people are not, they're going to be left with nothing. They can go to IG or, Tube of You or any other app, but they're not going to get the amount of support as what they could get on here. And yes, 3 companies did buy TikTok. It has been confirmed. I did do my research. Anybody needs to see that, I can surely send it to you. Yeah. But see, the problem with that, Mikey, is that and the favorited is not all that. Yeah. No, it's January 19th. Because that is what was been set by Congress in turning out the lights on TT. But get it while you still can. Also, no matter what, hi Sandy B, no matter what, still document your accounts, record your accounts, take pictures of your accounts, not just for you, but also save your videos that you want to save for future. Clean out your phone of any documents and receipts. Yep. Yes. Mama G, I agree. They're going to have to. We're going to get into Jordan too. No, Missy Muffy, you're good. Everybody's, comes in when they have time. But yeah, this is her. This is Sasha J. She's a grifter of gifts. She's a beggar of gifts. Straight out, flat out, plain. Plus, you see all of her pay apps. Yes, I've already reported her CA. I won't. I don't have any screenshots of that redneck, but I could talk about her. Uh, that was my fault. I should have gotten screenshots of that. Damn it. Now you remind me after the fact. And yes, justice for Chewie always. Chewie will always have a place in my heart. Tent life. Oh, I forgot. But yeah, this is Sasha, grifter of gifts. But you know who else I've been seeing? It's not my fault. Nowhere near is it my fault. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. Hey, you guys all never remember her, right? You remember her, right? Right? She just needs some. Oh, there you go. Pookie. Yep, horror queen. She's back. She just needed some shitter paper, according to her, apparently yesterday. But today, she was asking for $40 for groceries. Another one that says that she has a job. Yeah, shit. Oh, that's a good way. Oh, I like that, Karma. I'm stealing that from you. But she needed $40 for groceries. Right, right. According to her, she's not begging. But you know what? You know what she also said? She also turned around and said she moved. Oh, she's not. She won't. She doesn't want to be called out. But that's why we go live to put that out there. And I'm not bullying her. I'm not trolling her. I'm watching her. I'm entitled to watch. But you know what I did watch the other day? She made a mistake. She said she moved, right? I don't know about that. Who all thinks that she moved? I don't think she moved at all. Tell you the facts. You know why? There you go. Yeah, she moved her chair. But that looks like everything has been in the same place as it has been before. Right, MAGA girl? Beggars don't move unless they absolutely have to. You are absolutely correct. She showed this, not me. She put this on live. This is her doing, not mine. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time. That's a beautiful Charlie Brown Christmas tree, by the way. But here's the thing. You're starting back into your habit. She says that according to her, she stopped, smoking. No, Care Bear, this is Pookie, horror queen. I'll show you a picture of her in a moment. But she says that she's, stopped smoking and so forth and so on. I don't know about that. There you go. There's the person of the moment. Oh, Care Bear, she's a treat. Yes, Karma. Yes. Yes. Yes, she was on earlier. Henceforth, the reason why I got the screenshots of this live today. Oh, and that's the thing is that she is going to turn around and block you. She will mute you. She will have nothing to do with you. Problem is, if I go in and I don't do anything wrong, I don't say anything, what's the problem? I'm watching just like anybody else is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did take notice of that. Lori, Lori Strode was watching her yesterday with Scam Opera. Respects to Scam Opera and Lori. They were watching her, and she was literally trying to put out about awareness yesterday. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, are you kidding me? You're literally trying to play a little bit of the awareness side. It doesn't look good for you. It doesn't give you a good jacket to try to play that. And I can almost guarantee you offer resources, she's not going to take them. She doesn't want them. She just wants the money. Yeah, it was interesting, wasn't it? But Lori she learned a few things about her. She knew of her, I'm pretty sure. Patty Cakes, this is Horror Queen, aka Pookie. Oh, but yeah. And the thing is that she's going to continue to keep begging and asking bits and pieces. Yeah, Dr. Pepper lover too. Yeah, that's the other screen name that she always went with. Oh, okay. But here's the thing: is that she's putting all this. You don't want. My biggest thing, wholeheartedly, that I've seen beggars and scammers on this app do. They don't like when the truthful information comes out. And when it comes out, they get pissed off and they get mad, they get angry, and they get very, um, they want to get back at you kind of concept. But they're the ones that are putting themselves out there. You don't want your info out there. You don't want your personal information. Get off of a public live. Hello? Okay, Linda, do me a favor, DM me, and we'll work on that. Yes, and they get very defensive. You're right, Laura. They get defensive. Oh, I know. I know. And she'll block me if I say anything out of the ordinary and wrong. But that's the thing, is that you don't want yourself out there, then get the F off of a live for money. You put your personal history out there like Tim Nash does all the time. And then you don't expect people to turn around and ask you questions. And then when they ask you questions, you get pissed off about it. Make that make sense to me. How you doing, KRB? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I will never understand it. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I no, I and I we've heard that. Every one of us have heard that so many times from the beggars and scammers. I never believe about it whatsoever. I don't. I really don't. But you put yourself out there, I'm going to put you out there as a scammer and a beggar again. I don't have a problem. Oh, I know. And she's well known for filters, but that's her choice, not mine. I can put myself on here. I see there's 30 people peeking in. Don't be peekers. Come on into my live. It's interesting live. But Pookie's going to continue to do what she's doing. Fine. I'll bring awareness about you. No, I have not watched. Hi, Soulless Woman. I've not watched her. Now, one that has been a very big one. Oh, okay. I got one other side one to put up. Here you go. This will be interesting. So here's a new one, too. She popped up on my screen and I offered her resources. Yeah, I know Big Zim needs some major attention. She's going to get it here real soon. She was asking for assistance and help. Hold on, I have her. I have her page here in a moment. She's not a kid. She's old enough. Here's her page, right there. 24. She's a gamer. She's a gamer. What does that tell you? But what's interesting is she's a gamer, and I don't understand how she able to be a gamer and unless she lives in a van or something. Yeah, I know. She needed tires. But I was offering her a resource and she didn't want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. So I was like, all right. And the thing is, and I'm seeing it more and more and more and more. If you need money, get a job. If you need more money, get a second job. That's usually how it works. And I'm only being honest when I say that. Oh, she has a flat tire and still needs car repairs. There's a lot of them that are throwing that out there too. Look, you know, I need a new car, but you see me working my ass off to turn around and get that money for that new car. Well, and that's the thing too. And I've seen a lot of them saying TikTok is a job. Oh, okay. Let me know when January 19th comes around and if it's still around, how that job's working out for you. Oh, wow. Okay. Dang. But here's her page, or this is her again, right there. Yes, I saw Detroit Nike is working. Let's hope. Uh, Allegedly, TikTok is going to go dark January 19th, which would be Sunday is the 18th. 18th is into the 19th. I don't have any updates on Becky though. I'm sorry. Right. We all work and save for it. And good for you, Dinkers. I'm glad that you turn around and work hard for what you want and what you need. You deserve whatever you get because you worked for it. Oh, are you serious? Wow. Kim's going to be SOL. She ain't going to turn around and get much out of it, anyways. She's better off staying where she's at. Yeah, I know. But hey, you know what? You know what I saw? I saw enough of this person. I've seen enough of the whining and crying coming out of this freaking page. Let me tell you something. $50 yesterday? Jordan, I thought you worked. I thought you had a job. Oh, I know, Carrie. She is nonstop. She ain't got no damn job. She's full of shit. And yet then she sat there and literally, oh, I know it was epic. I sat back and I just watched. But what's interesting is she comes on here every single day and asks for people for money, $75 for a hotel room. And then she turned around and she got scammed by a scammer who took her 50 bucks. Oh, by the way, would you all like to see those screenshots? Redacted, of course. Would you all like to see those screenshots that she decided to dox people on? Well, first off, here's this. I redacted this out of respect. Because, when it comes to awareness, some of us do know how to redact the proper information. I'm just saying. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm working to try to get that back up and running. I'll do one more live before we're gone. Oh, I know she's a broken record, but here's the thing. She's putting up other people's information and doxing it yesterday, and I'm sitting there thinking, you're nuts. See how I redacted the information? Yeah. People can have nice things and do the right thing. Oh, I know. I know. But I won't do that. I'll do the proper things. These are all redacted, so I don't know. That's a good question, Harley Ryder. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. Notice how the amount keeps going up, too, as well. Oh yeah, she got scammed out of $50, according to her. But that's the problem. She puts herself out there each and every single day. Hey, Jordan, when are you going to pay for the room out of your own paycheck? I'm calling it now. She ain't got no damn job. And I can guarantee a Scam Opera and everybody else that's OG could tell you the same thing. Because you don't come on here every single day begging and asking for hotel money when you say you have a job. She may go in late every day. I think what she does is she goes into gaming late every day. Oh, oh, she's in here. Not Jordan. Hey Shasky, I saw you in somebody's live today. A scammer's live. I was trolling. I saw you come in. Anyways, let me get to the next screenshot. There you go. You did good, Shasky. You observed. Look, I don't know if her family pays her room or what, but there ain't no damn way she come on here every day asking for money for that damn room, saying that she's got a job. That's full of shit. She ain't got no job. And she doesn't like when the truth comes out. I watched her mute and block so many people in her live multiple times. Just speak the truth, Jordan. The truth will set you free. Yeah, yeah. And I agree. Her job is, according to her, is begging on TikTok. I don't care where she works. I really don't. But don't sit there and lie through your teeth telling everybody that you do work and yet, oh, thank you, we did. Lie through your teeth, tell everybody that you have a job, and then yet you're sitting there. How you doing, TikTok beggars? And then you sit there and turn around and tell everybody, I don't know much about Rick the dog. I've heard not good things, sadly. Um, Support for Rick the dog. Um, But then you sit there and tell everybody you have a job, and yet you're begging on TikTok every day. Jordan, make that make sense to me. You're not doing anything better to better yourself. Yeah, I'm not going to disagree with you. But see, every beggar is going to consistently and constantly block you because they don't want the truth to come out because they want their narrative to come out. That's straight across the board. Any person that blocks you or mutes you, red flags should automatically go up. Except for Carl. But I'm still waiting for my Christmas card. How you doing, Whiskey? I'm still waiting for my Christmas card. I still haven't gotten it. No, see, and the thing is, you can't blame Top Four Ways. Top Four Ways is putting out her own awareness, which, hey, if it's working, it's working. That's all that matters. And the thing is that they're putting out and they're live streaming what Jordan Paul's laying out, ladling shitwise out for everybody. That's how I look at it. Oh, I know you love trolling Carl. He's your man, lazy days. But the thing is, though, is that they're putting out what she's laying out. I don't see anything wrong with that. Mm. You're absolutely right, Ruru. Jordan Paul is Groundhog Day every day. Every day. Tell them you're at wall while watching them. But that's the thing. That's the true awareness. If you put somebody, look, they handle their own platforms their own way. I am not going to bust them chops on them at all for that. At all. Everybody has their own way. We all know that. But here's the thing. The information is correctively getting out there because they're streaming what kind of shit she's putting out. That's how I look at it. That's how I am. Oh, yeah. And that's the other thing that I watched her do today, which was ridiculous. She's sitting there trying to correctively state that what she's saying is law. You're putting your own information out there. Don't you understand that? And then you're sitting there whining and crying because you lost 50 bucks. Well, whose fault is that? It's not anybody on the awareness side. That's your fault. I can't. I I would have been willing to offer you resources, but you don't want resources. You want cash for whatever habitual problem you have. That's how it is, and that's what I've seen. And you know that, and that's the thing too, Trick. You know, I've heard her so many times turn around and saying that she could turn around and put out screenshots of her paying her room. I call bullshit on that too. You're only feeding people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And what they want to hear is the truth. You can't go one day with speaking truth, period. And that goes for any beggar or scammer that's on this app. And that's facts. That's the truth. This app is going to discontinue next month. Less than 20 or about 20, roughly 20 days. What are you going to do? You going to actually have a job to support yourself? Or are you going to rely and depend on other people continuing on into the future? Yeah, I know. I think he does too. But no, I mean, that is the truth. Literally, hand in hand, hand and foot. Yes. According to the US government and Congress, they passed it that TT will be going dark the night of the 18th, which leads into the 19th. So just that's the kind of thing you stand by to stand by because you don't know whether it's true or not. But my understanding is, yeah, possibly for good. Three companies, Oracle is one of them, and then I know the other two, they're big name companies, have turned around and purchased the US version. But here's the thing, they are behind the times on the so called US version of TikTok. That's the problem. Right, Alex. I'll believe it when I see it. That's all I'm going by. But, here's the thing. You want your support, Jordan Paul, go get a job. Work hard for what you want, not what everybody else has. They all worked for what they got. I'm just saying. Yes, I do agree, Chris. And I tell you this right now. Okay, Morgan. I can tell you this right now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and that's the other thing that I'm going to strongly urge everyone. If you get into a scammer's live and they have any kind of pay apps, start reporting them. All of them. Every single one of them. I mean, look at Tim Nash. He's still running with his Cash App, which is making me wonder. Oh, don't worry, Rochester. We're going to get into her and touch base on her because of her vile ways lately. Well, I know TikTok won't do anything, but the pay apps will. Oh, Michelle, I've been watching him. I watched him, was it yesterday? He was sitting there eating with his glasses on. Well, I wasn't going to really get into Tim Nash, but I'm going to touch on him. I took a screenshot, and I'm sorry. He looks rough. He looks rough. Tim, first off, you're on probation. Legally, you can't leave your area. Yes, you took notice of that. But the other thing is too is that he, according to him, yes, he does look rough. Uh, and then I took notice that I was in another content creators live today, respectfully, If you guys don't watch her, having a senior moments live. And I was watching, just sitting back. Yes, Bugs, I do agree. He is still in his location that he's in. Right, sweetie. You're right. That is difficult to do with the business cash app. But Timmy made a mistake and said that he had, yes, he does look thinner. He's got 4 kids, allegedly 4 kids. Well, Tim, we've already done a live of you a long time ago. How you doing, Cupcake? A long time ago. How you doing, Rocky? Oh, wow. Okay. And we did a live a while ago. According to you, you only have 2 kids. 2, not 4, Tim. You can't, he couldn't even keep his story straight, let alone even remember the names of his own kids. So if that doesn't tell you something to the fact of how much he's lying, I don't know what does. Oh, and then he also went into the fact, yeah, he also went into the fact that, according to him, he was stomaching a lot today, that he was clean. I no, he's not clean. So, but I look at it this way. Yeah, and that's the problem when it comes to scammers and beggars. They can't keep up with their own lies. They fumble over their own words. They can't turn around and talk about it. You know, they change their narratives, they change their stories. According to him, he turned around and said that his girlfriend was sick. I saw pictures otherwise, you know. And then he said that he needs a rolling tote. Okay, Tim, why didn't you turn around and save up for that in the first place? I mean, I'm just saying. And then you got rid of all of your stuff, and then you got rid of your tent. You're sleeping in sleeping bags outside in the woods. Yeah, and Joan, the one thing that I wanted to point out is that a simple fact that he states that he has cancer. We all have family members, friends, relatives, loved ones that somehow, some way, somewhere, they have had a form of cancer or situations with cancer. And yet this guy keeps running his mouth about having leiomyosarcoma and yet has never proven shit to anyone about having it. He loves to run his own narrative, loves to tell lies, and then he turns around and wants everybody to turn around and buck up and give him money. Tim, get clean, get a job, save your money, period. You know, my father passed away from cancer. And you're going to sit here and literally lie through. Yeah, and the amputated leg is really, hey, Tim, why haven't you mentioned that? Why haven't you stepped up about that and said anything about your amputated leg to anyone? But yet you're sitting here walking down a freaking highway with cars blowing past you with your green screen on. Oh, I got to get off of him before I turn around and blow my lid for real. But hey, you know what? You know what's just as worse than that? And yes, I did ask the creator to utilize this picture. This picture is courtesy of Swindler. Maggie literally took toys from Tots for herself. I'm sorry that your father passed away from cancer. She literally sat there and look, she's laughing because she turned around and took from Toys or Tots. Margaret, I didn't realize how much of a child you are. But that's okay. Your supporters, like Brokeback and Mela, can keep supporting your childish behaviors. It is sick. It is disgusting. But she didn't care. But you know one thing that you should care about, Margaret? Mm. Hey, Margaret, I love screenshots. And you know what I love when I get screenshots? Hold, please. I want to make sure I get the right one. I have at least one that I know of. Okay, we gotta go down here to get it. You know what? And yes, I did borrow this picture. I forget who this was. Fruitcake. I think it was from Fruitcake. Anyways, you know the one thing about screenshots are the best things? Correct me if I'm wrong. If you're living in public housing and HUD housing, I don't think you can turn around and gamble. Hey, anybody that are mods, discontinue on muting, please. Respectfully. One thing that I've noticed is that you cannot gamble while you're in public housing. Can you? I can tell you right now without even pulling up any receipts. No, you're not allowed to. It's actually illegal on public housing property. But Maggie, what are you doing for $5 entries? Hmm? Not here where I'm at. I did look that up. You're not allowed to do that. I'm just saying. Oh, thank you, Teresa. But I don't think you're allowed to do that. You know what? It's okay. I'll do further research, Margaret, just for you. Okay? Yes, Lava. Thank you. Yes, that's it, Mariah. You're not supposed to do that, and you're supposed to report all of that to public housing. I think you can go to a casino if you're in public housing, but you cannot hold any kind of raffles or gambling in public housing at all. But that's okay, Margaret. We'll get you taken care of and straightened up. And you can talk about everybody all you want. The only reason you talk about people is because you need that viability. And that the fact that you want to turn around and put people's names out there. And you want to turn around and verbally bash. I don't care. I have nothing to lose until January 19th, so I could care less. But that's okay, Margaret. You keep begging for a me trip. Yes, she does. She does, Karma. She does. You keep begging for that me trip, not a me and my supporter trip, not me and somebody else. Just saying. But that's okay. Remember, supporters, you turn around and help her. Oh, this is a good picture. You helped her turn around and take Toys for Tots. That's what I thought, Mama Mandy. Toys for Tots. Seriously, Margaret. I would not want to have anything to do with you, your page, your platform, or anything you turn around and put out. Yep, that's right, Karma. She goes running around with her cane. But that's okay, Margaret. You know why? This is why. There you go. Sorry for the jump scare, folks. She likes to eat cake because she wants her cake and has it too. Oh, and hey, look, also broke back. Look, I heard your sob story of how you fell down and hurt yourself. Maybe if you wouldn't stop rushing to get to see your girl live, you wouldn't turn around and have those problems. Crystal, what Maggie doing here? She was eating her cake. But what she has done is she has taken from Toys for Tots. Yep, a toy thing. All those toys. No, you're good. Questions are always a good thing to have. She hasn't done anything worthwhile of any good. Yes, anything that she wants and she can get for free, she's going to take. She'll take from an infant in a stroller. Sorry, Kelly. How she got the toys, she took one of her reborn dolls. And I don't know if I still have that picture or not. Let's go back in time and see if I have a picture of that. I don't think I do. But I'll see if I do. Oh, and by the way, this live is brought to you by Scam. The cleanest, easiest way to get food clean, meat clean. Oh well. We'll look at that at another time. I'll look for it. I promise I'll look for it. Anyways, Scam, the perfect way to clean your meat properly. Okay? No. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Told you I was going to bring that out just for Maggie. Maggie was going to literally wash her oxtails with dish soap. So, why not do the next best thing and utilize Scam? Okay? Liquid soap. Hi, Mama. How you doing? But yeah, that's fitting for her. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Maggie you can't do that. Yeah, she wanted to wash her oxtails. There you go. How you doing, CC? Welcome in the live, dear. Oh, and I forgot. The most important thing is she's been recently begging for. She's been begging for a toilet bowl brush. She needs a new toilet bowl brush. Right here. There you go. How you doing, Andrea? She needed a new toilet bowl brush. She threw her other one out because it was disgusting, because she doesn't clean it. Maggie, that's not our responsibility. That's yours. Anybody that gives you money for that? No. Go to News Girl. In fact, I'll tell you what. I'll pin the video on my page, on my story. Look it up. There you go. You want me to go further and deeper? I can. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll do my research. I'll get my receipts and I'll put them on. But when it comes across TikTok multiple times, and with people that have got more followers than I do, I mean, your favorite newscast girl, she's got a lot of followers and she's put out the info herself. Well, there's the three names: Oracle, Silver Lake, and MGX. There you go. See, they're doing it to avoid a ban. See, with the sale expected to close by January 2026. So what does that mean? See, if the sale closes in 2026 of January, and yet they're still running the algorithm from China, that means they have to shut down the algorithm, shut down TikTok here in the US for the simple fact that they have to change over the algorithm to the US version. There you go. Signed in December 2025, with target closing on January 22nd of 2026. They're going to have to shut it down to switch over to the US version. They're not going to turn around and be able to do it. Well, the sale of it has been officially done. But, hey, that's why I said I'll believe it when I see it. But either way, oh, somebody got mad. Somebody got mad. So that's all I got to put out for tonight in reference to scammers and beggars and that kind of such. I don't know what the holdup is. That's on those that are more wiser and smarter and more richer than me. Oh, because I got a message. That's it. But it is what it is. No, I have not done I'm not done Pretty Little Hobo, but I've been watching her. I could put her up real quick too. I got a couple screenshots from her live. She's an interesting individual. The reason I say interesting is because you know what's interesting about her? Here you go. It's around Christmas time. You guys all aware? No, she doesn't want to work. You're right. Are you guys all aware that the Airbnb that she's staying in for 2 days before, I guess, her finesse with the owner, for 2 days alone was over $400? Where are you getting that kind of money? Unless you work. But yet you were on here begging for money from other people, and I have screenshots of you sitting there asking that, which doesn't make sense to me. Yes, Floby, I agree. She has friends, she has connections, she has other individuals to reach out to, but she would rather take other people's money off of this app. I know. Well, and that's the thing is that if he paid for her Airbnb, and according to that, he can't move her into his place because he has a 1-bedroom apartment, if I'm correct, and his father is staying there with him, if I'm correct on that one. But yet we'll beg for other people's money and then utilize the dogs with, and yes, it is correct, her dogs are there with her. 2 beautiful dogs. They do look like they are well taken care of. I will give her that. I don't know the run-of-the-mill veterinarian situation with the dogs, but yeah, she would rather not get the motel. That's her choice, but don't come on here asking for other people's money when you can physically get a job yourself. And take notice that she's another individual that has dogs that, in my opinion, doesn't deserve to have those dogs because she cannot turn around and take care of said dogs. It's her choice, her call. Yeah, yeah, because the one live that she was in the car riding in the back seat with the dogs, and he messed up and said that it was a little over $400 for. Okay, so don't come on here asking for people for money and beg for people's money when you obviously could turn around and work or get money for yourself. I mean, last time I checked. She's got 2 notebooks too, which is interesting. But I guess she keeps all her information written down, which, as a beggar, we've seen that happen and we've seen that occur. Most beggars will turn around and keep notes, except for Tim. His get wet all the time because he's outside. Yep. Yep. Oh, and Chief Slapaho, I did put Jordan Paul up getting scammed out of $50. And I did put out the receipts of the discussion with phone numbers and names redacted for safety reasons. Sorry you missed that. But I am going to download this live and send it into oh, really? Oh, dang. So she didn't get scammed. She's basically lying, which we've seen that happen. We've seen scammers do it. That's what I was thinking. We've seen scammers do that where they'll lie and say they didn't get it, but when they really did. Let's go back to a picture of Jordan Paul. And we've seen that multiple times. Okay, I will, Chiefs. Hold on a second. I'm going to follow you back. Or put in a request to follow you back. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. Yeah, proud mama. And I agree. She lies about everything. She does not turn around and tell the truth. She never will tell the truth. She'll turn around and slide in a lie here, there, and every other where. And I'm like, get over yourself. You're literally showing and utilizing tiers of manipulation to turn around and get people to give you more money. It's sad. It really is. Here we have adults that could be working or doing better for themselves, and yet they choose to turn around and beg on a public app and then blame everybody else for all their problems because they come onto a public app begging for people's money. Make that make sense to all of us, please. I would love to understand the reason behind that and to the feeling you feel that you need to blame other people for your issues and your problems. I'm sorry. Once and for all, I'm going to put a fork in this. It's not our problem. Your life emergencies is not our problem. Yeah, I've seen Mercury Morgan in her live. Exactly. That's why I called it out before earlier. She's a liar. She don't work. She works, she wouldn't be on here as long as she has. Here's the other thing too. I took notice to this in the time frame. She was live at approximately roughly around 11ish. She was still live well after 12 o'clock. Hey, Jordan, most hotels usually require you to turn around and pay for the hotel prior to a certain amount of time. And anybody in your chat that doesn't realize that and say, hey, wait a minute, why is she still live and yet she owes $75 to the hotel and she's still live begging for money? How does this work? Why can't I do that? See, and that's the thing. She says that the hotel gives her special treatment. But, if a hotel does that, then the hotel should do it for every single tenant or individual that stays in that hotel. She is between her, Maggie, Tim Nash are three top beggars on this app, in my opinion. Top of the line. And the thing is, Jordan won't do anything to better herself. I don't care what anybody says. Prove to me that she's got a job. Prove to me that she doesn't need to come on here every single. I bet you $20 she'll come on tomorrow and beg. Guaranteed that. I called it out once before, and I know I'm going to be right. That's the problem. She can't stop the beg. She needs that money for some apparent reason. And whatever reason that is, that's on her. Not us. That's your issues are not our problems. Sorry. And you to bring them to a public app for everybody else? Yeah. See, and that's the thing too. I started to wonder more and more about that. To the fact that exactly. See, that's the thing. She blames everybody else. She does not take blame for herself. And we've seen that with other beggars and scammers on here. They blame everybody else. Exactly. Zero accountability. That's the problem with a lot of these beggars and scammers on here. They have no accountability. Jordan doesn't. Carl doesn't. I can go down through a list, at least 4 or 5 handfuls of them. Tim and Angela. Hey, Tim, how's your job search going? You know, you don't got a problem getting on TikTok and asking other people for money for your room, but damn, if you don't have gotten a job by now, holy shit. Oh, I know. And let them keep being enablers to them. Let them be their enablers because I'll tell you what, in the long run, they're the ones that are hurting themselves by giving their own hard earned money to somebody that physically can get a job. I don't know if she did or not. I know she was asking for 75 today. She was having problems. Yeah, I don't see Tim rebuilding transmissions. I'm sorry. That's kind of hard to buy that one. Timmy. Yeah, lava cake, you got it. Oh, and you know what? She may have gotten it, but let her. Let the enablers keep giving their own hard earned money. We all save our money for ourselves and our families. Because I'm telling you right now, I called it out. The economy and everything else was going to get pretty rough. Did I not? Oh, I'm sure she'll be back on tomorrow asking for that same $75. But according to her, she can't turn around and work or she can't pay her own bills. Sorry. I didn't realize that it was our problem to pay your bills. And Tammy from the van, yeah, that's another one. I might as well put her up too. Shit. So this Tammy, I don't think I have her actual page, but I have a screenshot. And I'm sorry I don't. This woman here, you guys all remember her. I have one of the main videos on my page. So Tammy, aka Tam Fantastic, aka Chewy Van Life, yeah. She's running on another page, and I guess apparently according to her, she got her page hacked, which is not far from possibly happening, but it's hard to turn around and get out. She's been running off of another page, but she's also begging for other people's money. Yeah. Yeah, she got her account back, but she can't go live on it. And she's working with her agency. You guys all remember a little lovely live that the great Mexican homie put up? A guy by the name of Clover King? Yes. Apparently, he is her agency. But you know what I said? It's interesting. You get your account banned after that many people, and he's your agency? Did you ever give a thought maybe they were a part of it? Very good. There you go, Nancy. Nancy's starting to put it together. You see how pictures are coming together? Jimmers, that will happen. You just got to let it run off, unfortunately. But here's the thing. She's been asking for money from other people because she can't get gifts on this new page. See it up there in the upper left-hand corner, Tan Chui Van. Oh, and she does lie. She is a narcissist by trade. Yes, he did allegedly took money from the LA fires. Look, I have mass support, mass respect for Mexican homie because he turned around and put light on him. I would have never turned around and went with an agency with his name on it. I don't want an agency. I don't need an agency. I don't need the support. Because as long as you're putting out the honest truth, Why would you need an agency? Agencies and how they work. This is how agencies work. They take your diamonds that you collectively gotten, and they take your diamonds and they turn them over for funds to give gifts to you. So we'll say an agency, a rep comes in, takes 10,000 diamonds from you. They'll take those 10,000 diamonds, turn them over, and send you gifts, big name gifts. That's why she's pissed, because she can't gifts on here. I don't know, Lizzie. That's a good question. Yes, Terry, I have a video that's on my page. It is triggering, but you're more than welcome to watch it because I got it straight from the live. There was nothing about it. So, and that's the other thing too. The wifey turned around and pointed out to me. She just sent me a message in reference to individuals that are starting to rage bait on here to get gifts, to get funding. And they'll turn around and start saying nasty things. She continues to keep bringing up about awareness and how awareness has ruined her page. She may have gotten it back, but I don't think she can go live on it. I think her page is all messed up. Yes, rage baiting is against the community guidelines. You are correct, Carrie. But, hey, it is what it is. I wouldn't trust her at all. And yeah, awareness is always the first to blame because they're the easiest ones to blame. But here's the thing, when awareness can bring receipts and truth, you ain't got nothing to blame on anybody but yourself. Do I think that she was hacked? She may have. She may have. Yeah. And that's one thing that I want to point out. If you ever come across their lives, don't say anything, just report her Cash App. Look, it may, yeah, exactly. See, Chrissy's picking up. Gabby does it. Gabby rage baits. Danny rage baits. They all do. Because they want the attention to be on them all the time. You see how long I've been off? You see how often I go live? Well, see, her daughter may have said that, but like I said, yes, Chief Slap, report Jordan Pauls. I wasn't there for that, so I don't know. I wish I was, because I certainly would have wanted to have receipts on that. Screenshots, screen recordings of receipts. Yeah, Karma, I do agree. Yeah. Tim Nash is definitely his Cash App, regardless of whether it's business or not. It's eventually got to falter. Yeah, and they're going to do whatever they want and whatever they can to get money. She's strapped right now. She has bills, but your bills are not our problem. I remember when she sat there in that live and told, what's it, Brandon. She told Brandon she actually had a job and she lifted over 200-pound boxes, but yet you're sitting here in a live all the time. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I know. I know. I heard about that, Corinne. I didn't agree with that at all. She ain't got no 3 jobs. She ain't even got 1 job. Hello.
Hey, my friend, how are ya?
Good.
Yes, Whitney did go into TR's live. I think it was last week and claimed, first of all, she just hopped into the live and she didn't get a box or anything, but she just started in the chat saying, "Yes, I'm the one who took down her page. I did it because I need peace for my family and you owe me one." And she said that to TR and TR's like, "I owe you one?" And then Whitney was going on about how it was just so hard for her family, and I don't know what all. I did have screenshots of it, but unfortunately I had to delete all of them, but it should be on the Rewind app.
Yeah, but you can't see the chat in the rewind
Oh,
app. But now
dang it.
here's the other thing too. Here's the other thing too is that it may have been Whitney, but here's the kicker. Do you have a screenshot of that person in that live at that time that it showed that it was actually Whitney's page?
See, that's the thing. Some people were questioning it. I know the name and I remember how it was spelled. So it did have her name on it, but that's not saying that she was the one
Correct.
who did it, you
Correct.
know? And then after that, I think it was immediately after that, or maybe it was the next night. I really don't remember because so much is going on right now for me. But Whitney then got in, opened up the door to Tammy's van and said that no, hackers, you've been hacked and they're using a code to hack you. And then before that, the people in Tammy's live kept trying to tell her, "Hey, your daughter's like she didn't care." And then all of a sudden, Whitney comes up, says that, and now, "Oh yeah, my daughter's helping me. We've got all this evidence against them," and she keeps blaming you know who for the whole thing, and that person
Right.
was completely innocent.
Right. Yeah, I know. I know. But, that's the thing is that, and as long as people and individuals have receipts, pictures, screenshots, screen recordings, you know, then that's all you need, really. That's why I say screenshots, pictures, video recordings is everything when it comes to proving receipts.
Yeah, Bella has a good point. Just to contact
Yeah.
Tamara.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and all for one, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Um, okay, Tam Tammy was on one of her tangents. All right, last week. She, for some dumb reason, she decided to be on live and call Cash App. Okay,
All right.
just to make sure her account and everything was fine. Now, first of all, she doxed herself. She said her last name, which was stupid. And then somebody's calling me, by the way. I'm ignoring the call. And then she says to the representative, about getting into the count, he said something about, well, I can't be recorded, or am I being recorded right now? And she lied to him and said no. But then it didn't get into personal details because she ended the call right then and there. So here's my question. Can she technically get in trouble with Cash App even though personal information was not revealed by lying to that rep?
Yes. If they find out
Hmm.
that she lied, yes.
Okay, because I actually tried to call while that was going on and I could not get through to Cash App. I don't know how she got through so fast, but I couldn't get through. I even tried the next day and I couldn't get through. And again, I had the video, but I had to delete it because I need room in my phone.
Yes, Sarah, I agree. Reporter Cash App. I mean, after all, she said that she has a job. Why would she need her Cash App?
Right,
That's an honest
exactly.
question.
And the thing is that what's really funny about this whole thing is that she claims she doesn't ask for gifts, or money. She doesn't ask for this, she doesn't ask for that. Hate to break it to you, sweetheart, but when you subtly drop your Cash App, then claim you're not supposed to talk about it, then bring it back up, and then claim that you can't get on the other account and don't send gifts to this account, yeah, you are. You're
Yeah.
backdooring asking for money.
Yeah, you see what Chief Slapo said. Report all beggar. Yeah, I agree, Chief. I agree 100%. And what that boils down to is anybody that is on this app is not enjoyable and fun anymore. I'm tired of watching you scammers, beggars come on here and ask for money. Get a job, support yourself instead of having other innocent people, especially elderly, support you. It's not their job. You're a grown adult. Sorry, I had to say that.
It's okay. Oh, Jody, I'm glad you asked that. Jody has said, "How do you report Cash App? Or do you report it to them or TikTok?" So that's what I've also been meaning to ask you. How do you report a Cash App?
Well, and I picked up on this today. This is a good one. Do you know when they go to post their cash? Okay, Joanne, I have a video down on my page that shows my YouTube account. If not, just DM me. Uh, you know when they go to pin a Cash App? You've
Yeah,
seen that? Long
yeah.
hold on that pin, and it'll come up as a report. And you report that as frauds and scams. Then, if you want to go even further, you get you download the Cash App, put it in the search bar at the top what their Cash App is, and it'll bring their Cash App up, and then it'll say report for fraud. And you can report up to 10 times on a Cash App,
What, through TikTok or the actual Cash App
the actual
website?
Cash App. So that's two ways that
Gotcha.
you can report it, via TikTok and via Cash App.
Gotcha. Okay. Because I keep, no matter what I do, I have gotten, I don't even want to begin to guess how many no violations that I've gotten back reporting Tammy, you know?
Mhm.
And I know other people have to be reporting her as well, which they are. And it makes me wonder, does she actually know somebody behind TikTok that can protect her from all that?
Well, see, technically, here's where it gets in depth with a lot of the agencies. Agencies are designed to take your diamonds, but also support you if you get reported or you lose the ability to go live. They are supposed to integrally go through TikTok to be able to get assistance to get you back up on track. Because what agencies rely on is diamonds. And if you're not getting diamonds, then you're not supporting your agency. I've had multiple agencies reach out to me, and I will not do an agency. Period. And Clover King, no, I don't. I agree. I don't think he did his job like he was supposed to. I think Clover King just wanted it because honestly, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, I'm entitled to it. Clover King so-called started up his little agency to literally rip other people off. No, Corinne, mods cannot take her diamonds from her. Only agencies can reach in and get the diamonds. Yes, sweetie, I think that is the ultimate thing that is going on. I can't prove it, but if you had my opinion to ask, yeah, see, Karma, you're right. I think that's what's occurring. Yeah, and that's why Sheena's always asking for diamonds because she wants her agency to support her. You'd be surprised how many diamonds I got. I got a shit ton, but I'm going to lose them all. So it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't need them. I don't want them. Well, I don't
Yeah, I'm
know
the
how
same
far
way.
the
I've
cut.
gotten some too.
You see what Karma said? What's his cut? I don't know what his cut is, but oh, I'm sure Pookie's going to be coming back on now and then. She needs that $40 for her bag for her groceries. Yes. But see, that's the other thing, too. They expanded the diamonds to the fragments. The fragments get them further.
Okay, I feel completely out of the loop now. Fragments?
Yeah, fragments. You gain fragments through battles and things like that. No, see, Barbie's got a beautiful diamond on her finger. There you go. Um, but Fragments, I guess, help build your platform and the popularity of your platform and the levels that you are. I don't get into that crap. I don't want it. Oh yeah, I know
Yeah.
she does.
Yeah, to me, all that is stupid because, I mean, you cannot be any more obvious begging when you say stuff like, "Come on, guys, we're stuck in the C4 league. I just need one more subscriber, then I can get
That's what
into
it
the
is.
B
Jam
league."
says you get more money out of it, paid out of it. That's what it is. Yep, yep. Well,
When
that's
did the
Sheena's fault.
fragment stuff start?
A couple of updates ago, it started up. I don't get involved. Like I said, I don't get involved in that kind of crap. 'Cause I could care less. I don't want nothing to do with it. But it is what it is. People are going to do what they want to do. It's their choice.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I can hear Tammy now. I can just hear her say, "Hi guys, make sure if you're new here you give me a follow and let's go on a van tour for those of you who are new here. This is my home. It's been my home since 1992. There's my sink. There's my dog Chew Man Fu. His name is Chewbacca, but we call him Chewy. My son Mikey also has a van and he's got a 1997. I can just hear her right now.
Sad thing is, and I did research in reference to California, the state of California. Her gas, her heater unit is too close to her stove.
Thank you. I knew
And
it. I knew it.
and I did the research on that. So their van conversion of that particular van is actually not legal. And here's the other thing too. When was it last inspected properly? I mean, she's obviously got an oil leak that's been gushing on her exhaust manifold. Why haven't you gotten that fixed by now? I mean, apparently, according to you, you have a job lifting 200-pound boxes, but yet you still don't have the money to get it fixed.
Right, exactly. Number 1 and number 2, if it's really really that bad, wouldn't somebody in law enforcement have picked up on that already?
Well,
Think about it.
take notice that she travels at night.
I didn't even think about that.
Hold on. There you go. Okay. I got to put that up. Okay. That's what I got in for Christmas. Okay. The new and improved scam link. One unit scams all. Okay. And she sits there and gets frustrated because people keep bringing it up. If people keep bringing it up, then turn around and show everybody the box and what's inside of it. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. Prove me wrong. Brandon, if I had my opinion, yeah, she is a scammer. She was live. I got screenshots of her sitting there begging for other people's money. She just turns around and does it a different way. But hey, yeah, I mean, that's all. What's so difficult to ask for proof? I mean, if you ain't lying, you ain't got no worries in the world to turn around and show proof of a Starlink. That's all I'm saying.
I take it you still haven't gotten your Starlink yet?
No, and I'm very disappointed.
Sorry, just asking
No,
for a friend.
no, no, you're okay. But no, I mean, here's the other thing too. Like I said, that van is not legal, and she travels at night, which is really interesting. Why is there a need to travel at night? Just asking.
Right, exactly. And then she's claiming that she's going places during the day. Well, okay, I will say this to defend her. Maybe she does by walking. Now that's the last time I'm going to defend her. But you you claim you go and you pick up your grandchildren from school, whatnot. Okay, fine. That's during the day, number one. Number two, how are you legally allowed to do that when, first of all, there's no seats in that van to support them other than the one passenger seat? There's no seat belts other than in the driver's seat. So,
Correct.
how are you legally doing that?
Correct. That's why that van conversion is not legal for passengers. Make that make sense. Why do you think she drops him? Oh, and that's the other thing, too. According to her, Mike hasn't been able to work for the past few days. I call bullshit on that because when working in a warehouse, there's always work available, which is making me starting to question a couple of things.
Yeah, I mean, she honestly thinks that people don't have brains in their heads when they're listening to her, number one. Number two, I am starting to realize it now that she's to the point when she talks, she's literally thinking of things to say as she's talking and hoping she makes sense with them.
Right.
And she comes across as believable, which she doesn't. And what really irritates me to no end is that her supporters are like, "Oh, let it go. We love you. They don't know. They're just jealous of you, this, that, and third." They really cannot see the begging, the lying, the unsafetiness, or the not being safe in the van. The van, like you said, isn't even legal. So they can't see all this? They are that infatuated with her?
You know what? Crazy Critter just brought up a damn good point. That is a fire safety. Because according to what I've seen with her van, it only opens from the outside, not the inside. That is a fire safety. I totally forgot about that. Thank you very much for pointing that out. That is somebody that is very visual on that. Good job. Yeah. And see,
Oh,
that's a scary thing, too.
karma.
What's that?
That's a really good point. What does she do with Chewie when she's driving?
Yep.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
no, 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 no. See, and take notice that everybody that's in this chat, they're literally putting out their opinions, they're putting out information, and this is the kind of things that should be discussed and openly talked about. Look, I'm not showing hate, I'm showing truth, asking truthful and honest questions that she doesn't like to be answering to, because she doesn't want to be proven wrong. Oh, there's no way that she would put a wood stove into that van. I can guarantee you a dime on a dollar right here, there is no room at all. And legally, but that's the
I
thing.
don't see how she can, because she's already got enough trouble with that heater and that propane tank and the stove.
Right. And the thing is, her enablers or supporters can sit there and call us haters and so forth. But here's the thing you got to understand I'm not a hater. I dislike her behavior with her dog. It disgusted me, and and really it made me cry. And that's the thing. You're going to sit there and continue to keep supporting somebody that is abusive to their dog, and then just turn a blind eye and say, "Oh, we support you." Why? Why? And that's an honest question. Why? Why would you continue to support somebody that you've literally been shown proof of what she's physically done to a poor innocent dog? And I'll agree, that dog is too big for that van. Chewy is too much. She sits there and says that she carries 200-pound boxes. Oh, really? But you can't contain a 110-pound dog? Make that make sense to all of us. Right,
Yeah,
Cassie.
that's what I didn't understand. It was like, are you kidding me? Do you not realize what you're trying to tell us? And you lie to the point you can't even remember what you say anymore. So you
Right,
can't even back up your own lies.
right. And the thing is that and it was said up there. Corinne said it. The Chewy issues have been overshadowed That is what's called gaslighting and deflecting to a different story, to a different situation. And that's somebody that, in all honesty, is a narcissist that does that by trade. They'll deflect, they'll smoke screen you, everything. And that's exactly what a narcissist does. And that is what a scammer and a beggar does.
Yeah, and then it really irritated me because I'm just gonna let it out of the bag now, and I'm not giving up on this. I actually did make I don't know how many calls to Riverside, California about what she did to Chewy. And they kept saying, we need names, we need this. And I said, finally, at one point in time, I said, look, all you need is just to see the video on TikTok. You're asking me for stuff that's clearly and blatantly on TikTok. And then their argument was, well, we see it, but we need an exact address as to when that incident happened. I said, I can't give you an exact address. I'm not even in that state. I witnessed it live on her TikTok live stream. She lives in a van and she travels from 3 or 4 different places. I can give you those places, which I did. I said, but an exact address? The only thing I can do is just go on Google and try to give you the best one I think.
But see,
And
here's
then,
the thing is that that's why she's in a van. She's mobile. She can go anywhere she wants. She has no permanent address. Her mailing address, I can almost guarantee you, you know what her mailing address is, and we'll keep it to ourselves.
yeah, yeah.
But if that mailing address is truly hers, well, um, but see, that's why a lot of them are, I call them nomads, ones that turn around and travel. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
Wendy, it can be reported as unlawful to be driven on city streets. That's the other thing, too. In her last few lives, she's been staying somewhere very close to her and somebody's location close to her. I did research on that, and in some governing states or governing areas, it is actually unlawful to stay in a van in front of certain areas. They recommend that you go to well lit locations, well lit, proper locations, and keep it quiet. Her idea of keeping quiet is constantly going live. So, and that's the other thing that I want to put out there about stalkers. Look, you ain't got me stalking. I'm putting out fact and truth. You want to box up, and we could discuss it. But see, that's the thing. She's too scared to box up because she knows that she'll be proven wrong. Yeah, I agree, Corinne.
Yeah, I agree with you, Lefty. I don't think they're going to do anything about it. I'm getting ready. Matter of fact, tomorrow and Sunday, I'm literally getting ready to move into an apartment. So within the last couple weeks, so I haven't had time to follow up on it. I'm going to follow up on it, but I've been told by several people that Riverside is not exactly all that great when it comes to reporting animal abuse and this and that and the third.
Well, I saw a video, and I have you seen that child star from Ned's Declassified? I forget what his
Mm,
name is. He was located in Riverside, and let me tell you, Riverside is not the pretty oasis everybody thinks it is. Yes, Karma, that was a sad case. And I just saw an update on that gentleman too, which didn't turn out well. But he himself was in Riverside, and that is a very detrimentally bad place. You wouldn't want to catch me driving even through that city. Just saying, I'm putting that out there.
yeah, I kind of got that impression even before I started calling them. I don't know why I got that impression. I mean, I'm on the opposite side of the country.
Right.
So for me to get that impression in a place I've never been to, something's up with that.
Yeah. Yeah. And yes, they did get hit and hammered with severe storms. Mudslides and the highways were impassable. I did see updates in that area. Yeah, in Corinne, it is. It is. From what I've seen, it's bad out there. You can have that down in New Jersey, Karma. But see, that's the thing is that individuals don't care anymore. And if people did care, they would only care about themselves and nobody else. And I've seen that all across the board on this app. But that's why, the shirt that I'm wearing today is a good shirt. But other than that, I ain't got nothing else for tonight. Do your research
Oh,
on
I wanted
individuals.
to ask you a question.
Yes.
Here a while back, I asked you about David Spencer on here. Has he come across your feed yet?
No. Oh, yes. Yes. Occasionally he has.
Yeah, here's the thing. I've kind of been watching him. I still really can't get anything concrete. I do know that he's got a Walmart registry. It seems that he hangs out in a Walmart parking lot. He's since got an apartment. Um, there was a pretty wild accusation made in the comments under one of his videos by somebody. And that person said that they asked back in August for him to comment on it, but yet it's kind of been swept up under the rug.
Right.
So I don't know how to proceed with him, but he's just very, very strange.
A lot of them on there lately, sadly.
That's true. Yeah.
But those are the ones that you need to be more careful of and cautious,
Yeah,
in reference to bringing awareness to them the correct way.
yeah. I like so far with my situation, I really have not had time to sit down and like actually watch a video or a live stream rather of his. I've browsed a couple of his videos. I've sent you one which was weird, but once I get settled in, I'm gonna start checking him out, find out what's going on with him. But it seems like a lot of his supporters are saying that he doesn't ask them to do anything for him,
Mhm.
that they in turn volunteer to do stuff for him, like creating the Walmart registry. Um, and then yet I've actually seen him kind of sort of ask people, well, I'm sitting in a Walmart parking lot right now. I would like to go in to get a cheeseburger or whatever. And then people would automatically send him money to do it. So, yeah, you kind of are asking people to do stuff for you.
Yeah, they dry bag. That's a dry bagger right there. I would class that as dry bagging.
Kathy, it's a guy by the name of David Spencer 731. I don't know too much about him, but for some dumb reason he's been appearing a lot on my feed when I'm on TikTok. Like I said, I haven't had time to really truly check him out. Just what I've said is just what I've picked up. Couple minutes here, a couple minutes there, checking out his page and whatnot.
Brandon, pretty little hobo. Okay, all right. Uh, let me throw up a quick picture. You can stay in the box too, Emmett.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah, Karma, I agree with Baby. It's don't give anyone anything on here. Number one, and if you really truly want to help out, start within your own community. Thank you, Karma.
There you go. That was a guest request that I requested to get up in a box and offer her resources. Do I feel that she's a beggar? Yeah. You want honesty? I'm bringing honesty to you. I would have been willing to offer her resources, uh, but obviously she didn't want it. She wanted to run her own narrative. And that's her choice. That's not the choice of us.
Karma, uh, kinda. 2025 has been really rough on him because my mom and I were living in the house I'm still in, and she was sick from December 2024 until August of 2025, and that was his best buddy. So he's 13, he's still eating like crazy, playing, and he even has zoomies like dogs do. But he has lost a lot of weight, unfortunately. It's just been so stressful on him, and it's going to be even more stressful on him because, like I said, I'm getting ready to move into an apartment in the next couple of days. So I'm worried about that. But other than that, I guess he does have typical orange tabby behavior.
Uh, Brandon, to answer your question in reference to the other guy that's working with her, I don't know much about him, but if I had my guess, are they working together? Yeah, Chief, I agree. To me, I think she's manipulating him. Sadly, but that's between them two. That's not us. You can only help so many people, or so many people that are willing to take the help. Beyond that, there's not much else you can do. I mean, does she want long term? All for one would be, yeah. I, if a vehicle is not properly registered, if it is not properly inspected, the quote unquote side inspection, then I would properly report it to the proper authorities. Yes. And I can tell you right now that the van conversion that she has with that heater unit and the propane and everything else being so close and less than 8 feet, 6 feet, I think, is the standard in the state of California, but don't quote me on that. I'd have to go back to my research. Then yes, if it's a violation of code. I mean, who knows? I mean, there could be other things and other issues with that van, the brakes. Heck, the oil leak alone on the exhaust manifold is a violation, because if that van gets hotter than Hades' backside and it catches fire, now you've got not only a situation with your van, but now you got propane and any other sorts of flammable materials in that van that can cause problems. So yeah, that's what I thought. It was 6 feet. So
Are those solar panels that she has on top of the van legal?
he says, well, yes, you can get them set up on top of the van. There's your receipts, Brandon. You can get them put on top of your van. They most likely are legal type solar panels put up on the van. Um, but you know, but you know, it's that's dependent upon the inspection station. Well,
Yeah,
if she has a pew pew in her van, that's up to her. That's her choice. I don't know if she's legally allowed to have one or not. If she
I thought
registered to have one,
I thought somebody said she wasn't, but don't quote me on that.
yeah, that's it. Diesel and propane extra containers. She could have gasoline in the back of the van to keep up or whatever.
Yeah, she had all that going in the van. We see it. And then she's really smart to light a candle right on top of all that. Did you see when she did that?
No, I missed that.
Yeah, she was claiming it was a I think it was like a $20 candle, 30 something. I don't remember. Anyway, she lit it and she left it on top of the counter right behind her. And I'm thinking, you're really intelligent, aren't you? I mean, she was right there, but accidents can happen in a blink of an eye, you know?
Well, the thing is, too, is that, and I remember when she went to utilize the stove the one night, and she said that she smelled gas. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, if you smell gas, that's not a good thing to have your van closed up and you're sitting there smelling gas.
Right, exactly.
I look, do I think that van conversion is safe? No, I don't. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to that. Joanne would like to come up.
Okay, I just wanted to touch on David Spencer. Yes, David Spencer is a beggar. It's Rachel's, I guess, soon to be ex husband or husband. Remember redheaded Rachel with all the
I
dogs?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's
oh,
her
oh,
husband.
okay.
Yeah, he's a beggar. He's a dry beggar, though. So now
Yeah.
you know who he is.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for clearing that up.
All right. Bye bye.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Well, there you go. That gave you a little more insightful information on that individual.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun when I get time and sit down and actually go back through his videos and watch him. There was another one that used to come up on my feed a lot. I have no idea what happened to her. She was a lady from, I don't know, London, Wales, whatever. Her name is Carrie, either Tomo or Tomno, and I haven't seen her since.
Some come, some go, some stay, some leave. But Karma, I do agree with you. And you know, that's another good question. Where is her fire extinguisher at? Kept in that van. Last time I checked, that fire extinguisher technically should be within arm's reach inside that van. Is it underneath the sink or underneath that little curtained off area? I doubt it. Is it easily accessible to get to? You know, if the back door's only open from the outside, well, then. Okay, so here's a good question, Kazi. If something occurs and she's in bed and it occurs up front, she can't get to it. I don't know. Those are questions that I would yeah, that too, crazy critter. Those are all good, and those are honest questions. Smoke alarm. Do you have one inside that van? Honest questions.
You know what I
Those,
wonder when she cooks, how does she vent that van? Does she just open doors?
she could probably open doors. She has that fan unit above her bed, I think. But, you know,
Yes, she does.
but those are all honest questions. Honest questions that I would ask her if she would ever get into a box. But see, the thing is, she's never going to because she's too scared to get into a box. You saw me when I tried to get into Brandon's live, and I sat there diligently twiddling my thumbs to literally ask her honest questions. And then when I did was able to talk, they all screamed over me. I have that recording. And the reason that they yell over you is because they don't want to be put in that situation. Yes, like Chief Slapo said, they can't control it. They want to control that narrative. They want to control that bag, that opportunity. And look, our biggest thing right now is Chewy. In my opinion, it's Chewy. I could care less about her beg, but I'm going to incorporate the beg into it because she's bringing it forward and into the light. You know how many times she sat here and said that she was going to get off of this app? Well, then get off. Don't bring yourself into the light. Don't put your information out there. Don't come on a public app. And then sit there and turn around and say, I'm going to blame everybody else for my problems. How can you do that? It's not
Yeah.
our problem that you don't have money sustainable for your lifestyle.
Yeah, my main concern at first was Chewy, but then I started really paying attention to Levi and that poor dog.
Yeah.
They both need to be rescued big time.
Well, here's another great question. When was the last time those dogs, those beautiful dogs, have been taken to a veterinarian for proper treatment? Where's your receipts on that, Tammy?
Yeah, and I remember the one live. I mean, you of course did your research already. You've already done a lot live about this part. But I remember a live from her. She claimed that it was going to cost 18. Now, this has been a while, so bear with me. She claimed that it was going to cost $1,800 to get Levi's eye fixed. And it was something about the vet had a new technique and they were waiting for the vet to do such and such. And the whole thing just did not make sense.
Look, I even found locations in her area for assistance on people with low income to get their pets taken care of. Would she reach out to me? Oh, God, no. Oh, no, 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 no. We'll just utilize the dogs as a manipulation tactic and turn around and keep sucking money out of all my enablers, including the gifts. See how that works? You know, another one that's infamous for doing that, Jeff Gainey. Hey, Jeff, you're coming on here begging for money each and every single time that I see you. When was the last time you took your cat, your dog, to a vet? Same could be said about Beth Osborne in Devon. We all know them. I mean,
Yeah, it's been a while since Emmy's been to the vet, but with my circumstances, both my parents got sick back to back and they both passed away within 3 years of each other. So it's I hate to put Emmy on the burner, but at that time my parents had to take my top priority, you know. But as soon as I get settled in, he's going for a checkup just to make sure he's okay.
that's good. And utilize the link tree for those resources. And if you can't find it, let me know and I'll get you damn resources.
All
So
right,
that way it
cool.
don't
Thank
cost you an
you.
arm and a leg.
All right, cool. Thank you. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Um, Linda, she really did show a receipt for Chewy? That I did not know.
See, if it was me and I had a receipt, I'd make a damn video about it. You can redact that information, certain particular information you don't want to get out there.
She got her page back, the Fantastic page, her main page, but she still can't go live on it. They took it down.
Hey, little
Some
man.
people,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They took it down. It did say account banned. Some people are claiming that Whitney had to deactivate it. Now, I believe if it would have been deactivated, it would have said account not found. But it said account banned. But anyway, the account is back. She was having a problem with her videos there for a while. The reposts would show up, but not her videos. Now everything is back except for her being able to go live on that page. Thank you, baby. I
Oh,
appreciate that.
hey, is Karma still in here? I wanted to ask Karma a quick question. Um, look, uh, they're going to use it. Oh, there's Karma. Hey, Karma, you need to ask Sheffy Poo if he's been staying on top of Oak Island. They still haven't found anything. They found what is it? A Bobby Dazzler. Tell him that next time he goes live. They found a Bobby Dazzler. Top pocket find. Oh, Chef Carl likes to watch Oak Island when he's able to lay on a nice big bed. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. And I'll go. I can literally go down through a list of names of beggars and scammers on here. You ready? Tim and Angela, dog. Jeff Gainey, cat and dog. Jordan Paul, dog. Tammy, 2 dogs at times. Who else shall we go down through? Tim Nash and his turtle. Becky and her dog. Yep, I beat you to that one, Chief. Gabby. I mean, the list goes on with animals and pets. We all, and Sheena, you're right, and we all know that they use those animals as props. I'll go into it even more with Jeff Gainey next live, I promise. Yep, the Travelers Couple. Yep. Chef has his crabs. Yep. Oh, yes. Thank you, Bikini Pearl. And that is one person that I did want to bring up and I've forgotten to. Miss Profit. Now, she did rescue a kitten. The kitten is in better health, but she's not doing so well financially. And I promise I will bring her up in the next live because I've been watching her very carefully and cautiously. She is literally dry bagging and